Hello and welcome to Cookery of Mason Storm. National Chocolate Day, time to make some chocolate mousse. To start with, I have a cup and a half of whipping cream here. I'm going to manually whip it into whipped cream. I have 200 grams of chocolate, 100 grams of 70%, and 100 grams of baker's chocolate. And I'm just going to cut this into small pieces. Now, as far as mousses go, there's kind of three general ways to make them. There's the old egg white, egg yolk mix, which is kind of your classical style. There's another way involving boiling water and chocolate and mixing it over an ice bath till it solidifies. And then there's the technique I'm doing here, which is to have a chocolate solution and to fold it into whipping cream. As per my chocolate solution, I decided to use a salted caramel coffee liqueur as well as butter. This video is going to focus more on the general technique of making this, as my recipe is quite bitter and incredibly rich, and probably too rich for most people. It's pretty intense, but it's kind of the way I like it. I like really strong flavors like this. So other things you can do is you could use, instead of the coffee liqueur, you could actually put like espresso or coffee into it to kind of act as your liquid component. Okay, so we're going to set up a double boiler now. So I got the pot on the stove, cranking the heat up, and I'm just going to let the water start to boil, and then I'm going to set a second pot on top of it. And that will prevent us from overcooking or overheating the chocolate, which is kind of tastes terrible if you burn it. There we go. We'll let it heat up a little bit, get our butter in there, get it melting. Once it starts to melt a little bit, we'll pour in a little bit of our coffee liqueur. There we go. We'll let that warm up some more. Give it a bit of a stir. And then we'll go grab our chocolate. We'll dump our chocolate in here. There we go. It won't be long till the chocolate starts melting. And once it does, just keep giving it an occasional stir. And once you got the solution all mixed together, take a spoon and try your solution, see what it tastes like. If it's incredibly bitter, like way too bitter, add some sugar to it, mix it around, give it a little bit more time, try it again, see what it tastes like. If it's too runny, you might be able to kind of keep it heated for a little while and it might kind of solidify a little bit, but it's usually not that big of a problem because we're going to be mixing it into the whipped cream later, so that's not as much of an issue. It's more of an issue if it's not runny enough, like if it's just too dense, in which case maybe add some cream, milk, water, coffee, espresso, whatever it takes. Just try to get the proper consistency with it. Once it's kind of the way you want to get it off the heat and let it cool down a little bit. Cooling it down prevents it from getting grainy when it's folded into the whipped cream. There we go, just have our towel down there, and we're going to start folding the chocolate solution into the whipped cream. So we put a little bit in the top. I'm not going to use a whisk, that's not going to work very good. And we'll just use the spatula and fold from the bottom to the top, and we'll just add a little bit more once we get some of it mixed in. Now, something to do is don't put all of it in. Like set aside some whipped cream to put on the top, and also don't put all your chocolate solution in. Put some of it in, mix it around, and then taste it. Because it's easy to go too far and have a solution that's just way too rich, which you could dilute with having more whipped cream, but it's probably easier just to leave a little bit of your chocolate stuff out. So now that I've got it all mixed up, I'm just going to put it in a cup here, and we're ready to serve. So let me know in the comments below how you make your mousse. Also, what did you make for National Chocolate Day? And if you like this video, please like. And if you want to see more like this, please subscribe. And until next time, stay awesome.